is Olga, and this is my channel about startups. And today I decided to cover a topic about application to one of the best accelerators in the world called YC or Y Combinator. And I have to say that, full disclosure, I've never been into this acceleration program. However, I was twice invited to an interview by YC, so my application was successful. And I also attended Alchemist, also one of the best accelerators in the world, based in Silicon Valley for B2B startups, together with my startup. So let's see what's inside an application in YC, and I will give my comments about what YC is expecting you, how YC is expecting you to answer these questions. So the first question is company name. That's easy. Then describe your company in 50 characters. That's like one-liner. This is something you have to have already if you want or think of establishing a startup. You have to know your one-liner. One-liner helps to very easily describe your idea so a 5-year-old would understand. URL, so it's good if you have a website describing your product or service. If not, it's not a big deal, but it's good to have it. Then demo. You have to attach a 3 minutes presentation describing your product. It shouldn't be like excellent MVP or something. It's just a demo that describes how your product works. You can use PowerPoint, or for example, we use Beautiful AI as a presentation to build a demo describing what our product is doing, just using blocks and very easy, easy tools to describe the product. So don't panic. You have to make it visually understandable. If you have a database or something, you might provide access to it with password, but it's not for every product. Here you have to already, if that was a one-liner, here in this block you have to describe your product in more detail. So, for example, in my case, I am a co-founder at Via Delivery. We offer alternative delivery methods to e-commerce brands. So basically, if you order something online, you can go and pick it up in a grocery store nearby. So we do kind of a software for that in checkout. So here I would say my company helps e-commerce brands save money on delivery, offering their customers alternative delivery method, pick up in retail stores, and we build plugins for that. So our clients are e-commerce or D2C brands. Where do you live and where your company will be based? It's fine if you don't live in the US. You can still apply. Then you have to describe all the founders that have at least 10% of equity. 1 minute video introducing all the founders. So if you have 2, 3, 4 founders, every of them has to build a video, and then you have to create one video out of different parts, introducing all your co-founders. It's very important to introduce every co-founder you have, because it's your asset, and YC really likes teams with multiple co-founders, so they have different skills and they can complement each other. Again, solo founders still apply and get into YC. Who is going to write the code? Do you have technical co-founder, or did you hire someone and he or she built the code? If that's the case, you have to make sure they sign the paper saying the code doesn't belong to them. Are you looking for co-founders? If it's fine if you are looking for co-founders, quite often YC helps to find them during the batch. How far along are you? How far along are you with your product? Did you build MVP? Do you have first clients? Do you have revenue? Did you test your hypothesis? Did you prove your hypothesis? All the progress, like how far away are you? How long have you been working on this? And how much of that was full time? It's important to show that you already spent some time working on that, even if even if it wasn't full time, it's fine. Also, if it was too long, if you have been working on that for 2 years and you still have 0 clients, that is a bad sign. So be careful. It's good if you already spent some time. It shows your motivation, but it's too bad if it was too long. Are people using your product? Do you have clients? Do you have revenue? Have you applied with the same idea? And it's great if you did, and if you showed progress since then. For example, you applied half a year ago, and in 6 months you've made some progress. It's a good sign for YC. If it was a different idea, it's also fine, but you have to explain why you stopped working on that idea, what you've learned, what is the logic behind that. YC wants to know if you are motivated enough, and if you are spending enough time developing an idea. If you are just jumping from idea to idea without spending too much time and effort trying to develop it, it's too bad. So if you already applied with a different idea, explain why, like what was the progress with it and why you decided to pivot. Any accelerators you are committed to already? Where did you pick up this idea from? It's good if there was some logic behind that, if it comes from your expertise, from your previous job, from your routine you are doing every day. For example, that was the case with my first startup, and then the second startup came out of the first one. So there is some logic behind that, and acceleration programs like it. So it's not like you just searched it online, top 10 ideas, and just picked one, but it comes from your expertise. It means you are an expert in this field. Who are the competitors? Don't say that there are no competitors. There usually are, direct or indirect, and it's good if you know them and you know why you are better. How will you make money? What is the business model? Who will pay you for your product? Who is your client? And how much are you planning to make? Like, what is the size of the market? Where are your initial users allocated? What category or field your business applies to, and there is a list of them. Any legal entity. If you haven't formed any legal entity yet, that's fine. It's not a red flag. You will need, if you will be accepted to YC, you will need to do that. But again, it's fine. Any investment, previous investment, are you fundraising? If you haven't formed the company yet, what are your plans in terms of issuing equity to each stakeholder, to your founders and employees? They also want to know other ideas you have, because sometimes they might be good and they will invite you to an interview to talk about these other ideas. What convinced you to go to YC and how you've heard about it? That's easy. So I hope that was helpful. Please write your comments, give me some likes. Thank you. Bye.